Hey guys, it's Ainsley from Fairy Tale Vibes, and I am here today with Miss Taylor Swift. Specifically Taylor Swift from the Love Story music video. Love Story is my favorite song. Um, I just spontaneously decided to make this video to tell you guys my experience with the Eras tour, because if you don't follow me, I'm Ainsley from Fairy Tale Vibes. I make a lot of fairy tale fantasy inspired content. My dream is to start my own fantasy inspired doll line, hence why I'm obsessed with dolls. I make a lot of doll collecting content on this page. I also made owl house, an owl house theory, if any of that interests any of you. But basically I just make content about my nerdy interests that people in my everyday life don't really necessarily like to talk about. I mean, Taylor Swift's pretty popular, so people talk about Taylor Swift, but not as in-depth as I want to talk about Taylor Swift. So anyway, I just thought it'd be fun to make a video to tell you guys my experience at the Eras tour. I just want to clarify, I'm not trying to brag. To be honest, if this is gonna upset you because you couldn't get tickets, don't watch this. But if you got tickets, or if you didn't get tickets and you're just curious how it went, or just what my experience was, or if you're thinking about getting resale tickets for a future show, maybe this will help you out. Or even just if you just want to know what going to a big concert is like, because I know Ed Sheeran is also touring, so maybe this will help you with that. So I just want to go over my whole experience, because honestly it was such a great show. I wasn't planning on making this video, but I've been really inspired. So this is the merch I got. So if you are going, I guess if you are going, this could also serve as some advice. I would check online what merch is available and what merch is exclusive, because I checked, because I wanted to make sure if I'm going to the concert and I get merch, I want to get concert exclusive merch. So I checked. This merch is not online. It says Taylor Swift The Eras Tour. This is the midnight blue pullover. I got a size medium. For reference, I can fit into a size small, but I also have another Taylor Swift merch that the other sizes were sold out, and I got it online a while ago that is a size large. So I can fit into size medium or size large if I want it oversized. If I wanted even more oversized than this, I wouldn't need size large, but for reference, I'm in between a small and a medium normally, if you're wondering. So let's talk about the whole process. So getting tickets was really hard. I had to wait in line for 7 hours or 6 hours in a queue. I got kicked out multiple times. It told me I was a robot because I was clicking too fast. So I had to it literally wouldn't let me sign into Ticketmaster on my computer. It kicked me out because it thought I was a robot. So then I finally got tickets on my phone, and it kind of sucks because before I got kicked out, I had gotten tickets that got removed from my shopping cart that were in the 100s, low bowl, really good tickets for only $100, and then I got kicked out. And then when I went back in, I was able to get $49 tickets. They were $75 with the fees, and we also just got insurance just in case. 3 tickets in the upper bowl, and I went to Chicago night 2, so these were literally 3 rows from the back behind the stage, so they were obstructed view seats, and honestly we could still see really good. My biggest the only thing that I was honestly sad about was not being able to see the big screen, the projections on there, because we couldn't see the Lover House or the cabin really, or the tree, or even all the little Taylors for Look What You Made Me Do. Look What You Made Me Do was still absolutely spectacular though. We just couldn't see the projections, but we could see there was 2 screens that we could see, and we could see the center of the stage, so we could we still had a good view. And honestly, we were at Soldier Field. Soldier Field is not super big, so even though we were in the back, we weren't super far away. Also, if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram and you've seen my videos, the videos make it look more far away than it actually is. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels closer when you're actually there. So I would say it was still a really good experience, even though we were literally obstructed in view seats. It was spectacular. But I want to discuss my process getting ready. So my favorite Taylor Swift album is Fearless. So basically I was I am going to be Fearless Taylor Swift. Not a few years ago, it was 4 years ago, wow. But basically when I was a junior in high school, I'm literally gonna be a junior in college next year. Oh my gosh. I did a solo to All That Jazz from the musical Chicago, and I'm gonna put up a picture of it here. And I had this fringe dress that I wore that was supposed to be Chicago inspired, but I realized it also looks a lot like the silver fringe dress that Taylor Swift wore on the Fearless tour. So I was oh my gosh, I am going to be Fearless Taylor Swift. And if you can't tell, I'm obsessed with Taylor Swift's Fearless hair. I've recreated it multiple times. I mean, she's cute with the bangs, but her favorite hairstyle of mine is definitely the curls. I love the curls. and I have wanted hair like Taylor Swift since I was a little girl. So I was like, I'm gonna wear this fringe dress, this silver fringe dress, and I'm going to do my hair and I'm going to do my makeup exactly like Fearless Taylor Swift because I'm just that obsessed. So basically getting ready, obviously I didn't have to do anything to the costume. I actually had to help sew my friend and my sister's costume to make it more suitable, and luckily I didn't have to sew my costume. I will say my costume, like the fringe is high quality. Like most fringe is just like thread. My fringe was all beaded, so every time I moved it was like like there was a sound effect, and it was heavy when I moved, which I knew that because I literally danced a solo in it. Like it's fine, it's not like unbearable because again I danced a solo in it, but like it's fine. It's really fun actually, like to like swish around in it. So then I was like, I'm gonna do my hair and makeup to look like her. So I literally pulled up a picture of how Fearless Taylor Swift had her hairstyle, and like this is the next day, so I brushed it out. This is what is left. I'm gonna put in a picture when I did it because obviously I literally don't look like Taylor Swift anymore. I actually really like how it looks the second day, just from like a hairstyle, just to have my hair styled like this. But like the first day, this is how it looked. I literally looked exactly like Taylor Swift. I did my makeup. Like the makeup that I'm wearing here is like, I would not do that on a daily basis. Like I would not do like that silver like kind of smoky eye, but yeah, it was really cute. I did it exactly like her, and then we honestly had a really experience. We came to Soldier Field not through the main way that people recommended. We came over like this bridge from the opposite direction, but there was still a lot of people coming that way, and a lot of people actually left the show after that in that direction. So we came over this bridge, and then right when we got off the bridge, there was a merch stand, and we're like, oh, we should get merch, but we want to take some photos first. So we took some photos under this like tree, and then we got merch. The merch line, like they opened up another merch line before we got in the line. It was only like 15 minutes. Like I'm not joking, but like 30 minutes later the merch line was so long. So we're really lucky we got merch. I got this, and then I got the late night edition of Midnights, and I'm so happy. I can't wait to listen to this in the car and like look at the back of the CD. It's her and her Karma outfit. I will say one thing about this, and I'm gonna show you guys. So I didn't realize that the front of the Midnight thing, I thought that was its like own thing. I didn't realize that it was part of the poster. Let me show you guys. So this is the poster, and honestly, amazing. I just didn't realize that like the front of the CD was part of the poster. So I don't know if I'm gonna hang that up, but I really like this side, but like I'm like, why does that gotta be there? I don't know. So yeah, this is really cute though, honestly. And even the CD, let me show you guys. Even the CD is like so cute. So yeah, so then we did that, and then we went right up, and we were talking to like one of the workers there, and he's like, oh yeah, we were like, we don't even know where to go, like we're all the way in the 400s, and he's like, oh, that's fine, just like go up there, go to like the lower bowl waiting area, because I didn't realize that it was literally like the waiting area to get into the venue was literally just, or no, not lower bowl, we were upper bowl obviously because we were in the 400s, which is like the farthest section away at Soldier Field. So he's like, oh yeah, just get in the upper bowl waiting line. So we took a few more pictures in front of like the sign, and then we got in the upper bowl waiting line, and we're so glad we got in it because then it got so long. So we were able to go in right away, get through the metal detector, get our ticket scanned, and then we just like started walking up, because something I did not know, because again, I've never been to like a concert at all like this before, is yeah, it does actually, if you're in the 400s, it takes a while to walk up there. I've also never been to a stadium in general, so yeah, it takes a while to walk up these stairs. So yeah, we walk up, it's obviously crowded, we go to the bathroom, we grab some snacks. I hate like fast food meat. Like the only hot dogs I will ever eat are the Trader Joe's like nice hot dogs, because they don't even taste like hot dogs, they just like taste like nice. Like most hot dogs in my opinion taste like rubber, and I just don't like fast food. So like we literally just had pretzels and peanuts, so that's fine. And then we get to our seats, and like we were there so early because like most people didn't come till later, but I would recommend getting there early so you don't have to worry about it, because honestly it's fine. We ate our pretzels, we watched Owen, that was the first opener, we watched Girl in Red, they were both good. Like I had never heard Owen's music before, and it was so hype, and like I knew that he used to be one of Taylor Swift's backup dancers. He's such a good dancer, he danced while he sang. That was great. Girl in Red, I didn't realize that I knew their music. I was like, oh wait, I know this music from TikTok. Like anyway, so she was good too. And then obviously, yeah, so then we were waiting. Oh, we went to the bathroom right after Owen. because we wanted to make sure that we didn't have to go to the bathroom when the show started. Also, I literally wrote 13 on my hand, and it's like wearing off. But yeah, so we went to the bathroom while Owen was performing, or no, not well, right after he ended. And I will say, if you're gonna try to go into the bathroom between the two openers, you probably will miss one of them, because we saw most of Girl in Red, but we missed like the first part of her set, like maybe like the first song or two when we were in the bathroom. And we like, there's supposed to be a brief intermission, but like it takes a while to wait in the bathroom line. Also, the costume that I wore is very hard to take on and off. It has 4 different straps, and to get it off, you have to slide it down like a bodysuit, because it's a dance costume, so there's like a leotard underneath. You have to untighten all the straps to be able to have it stretched enough to slide it down. You have to unzip the zipper. There's hook and eyes. You have to undo the hook and eyes. It takes forever. So maybe if you want to be quick in the bathroom, don't do that. But like I drank enough. I drank like a lot of water before the show, so that remember how I told you we went to the bathroom the first time when we got there, so that by the time like then I could go to the bathroom, but I was like hydrated enough. I definitely wouldn't recommend not drinking any water at all, but I would just recommend drinking a lot of water before you go there, and then so you can time it so that you can get rid of that liquid when you go to the bathroom, when you get to the right when you get to the show, and then just have another water bottle to like drink it dispersively during the show. So basically load up with water before, and then drink like a moderate amount during the show, so you don't have to keep going to the bathroom, but so that you're hydrated. Also Chicago, if you ever go to a concert in Chicago, it's really windy. I know this because yeah, I just know, I'm in the Chicago area, so it's really windy in Chicago. It was really windy in the stadium. If you see any of the videos from Chicago Night 2, I don't know if it's like this other Chicago Nights. Honestly, it's probably like this most Chicago Nights, because it's like this all the time in Chicago, because it's right by the lake. Like, Soldier Field is literally right next to the lake. Yeah, Taylor Swift's hair was blowing around like crazy, but my hair's blowing around like crazy. But like mine look cool because I had the curls, you know. Not that hers didn't look cool. I'm just saying, I like when the curls blow around in the wind. Anyway, so yeah, her hair was going crazy. My hair was going crazy. Everybody's hair was going. It was so windy, and at first I thought it was like, oh, it's just windy, yeah, because we're up in the nosebleeds, but no, Taylor Swift was down in the middle. Her hair was blown around. It was good. The actual show, oh guys, oh my gosh, when I tell you that, like, I knew it was gonna be good. I couldn't even see the big screen. Like, I'm like, I don't know, like, imagine if I would have been on the floor. I started, like, I didn't actually cry during the show because I was like, I don't know, I don't super emotional usually, but when I first walked up to her seats and I saw the stage, I did start crying, and then I was like, whew. And then like I didn't get super emotional during the show because I was so far, it like almost felt like it wasn't real. I was like, I can't believe that's actually her down there. Like, that's why I tell you, if I would have been like in the front row or like on the floor or in the 100s, I would have been freaking out like even more. Just like, and it was even so good from the back. The only reason that I'm saying I wasn't more emotional about seeing her is because like she was so far away. But yeah, I could see her good on the screens, but it's like I see her on a screen all the time on TikTok, so it's not like as exciting as actually being like if I would have been like in the front row and could see it right there, obviously. But what I'm trying to say is, it was like the show was still so good. We were obstructed view seats. We had the time of our lives. Like, my friend was like, oh my gosh, she didn't even think it was gonna be that good. It was so good. It was immaculate. Like, I want to talk about all the really good parts tonight. Like, I can't play you the clips because of like copyright, but like, first of all, the opening when she's like, it's you and me, that's my whole world. Like, I love it when she pops out of stage. That was so good. Cruel Summer, oh my gosh, so good. Then we have Fearless. My favorite song is Love Story. I didn't realize I didn't get that many videos of Love Story because I was in the moment, but yeah, that's my favorite song. It was so magical. What's next? Evermore? I'm trying to remember what came next. I think Evermore came next, and that was very good as well. Like, Champagne Problems, I didn't expect it to go that hard, but it went hard. Next, Reputation was like so good. Like, Reputation is definitely an album that is really, really, really good to be performed. Like, my sister dressed up as Reputation, but oh my gosh, Reputation hit so hard. I was screaming all the songs for Reputation. If you've seen the video that I posted on my Instagram and my TikTok of me screaming during the transition from Don't Blame Me to Look What You Made Me Do, like, oh my gosh, the transition from Don't Blame Me to Look What You Made Me Do is literally the best part of the entire show. It's so good. like the light, like I don't know how to explain, like the lighting during Reputation, like it, like I don't know how to explain, like there's like strobe lights, like the lighting is insane. And I think it's like, I like how she, like for like Folklore and Evermore, she kind of tones down the lighting. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention, during Evermore, when everybody put their phone lights up during Marjorie, she was like, oh, that's so cute, I love how you guys like all collectively decided to do that. Yeah, but yeah, most of the time during Folklore and Evermore, like the bracelets didn't light up as much if it was like slower. So then it made more sense than when they did. I feel like if the bracelets had been going crazy the whole show, like it would have been like, oh. But then because like when the song gets hyped and they go, it's like really good. Enchanted, oh my gosh, Enchanted was so good. Also, our night was the full moon, and I thought she was gonna do something relating to the full moon. It was so good. It was so good. Then we had Folklore, yeah. Folklore was really good. I love it. She wore my favorite dress. She wore the white dress. She was spinning around. So good. Like, I realized, I like, during it while I was watching it, first of all, my favorite song is The Last Great American Dynasty from that album. And then when I was watching it, I was realizing, because she explained the story of, like, the love triangle. And then she did Betty, and then she went to August. I was like, oh, she's telling the story in order. Because if you know anything about the story, it's like, Betty is, like, James trying to get Betty back, and it like tells the story of how he went away with August. And the next song's August. I'm like, oh, then this is August's perspective. But then August immediately goes into the bridge of illicit affairs. I'm like, oh, this is still from August's perspective that she's breaking down. And then it like goes into My Tears Ricochet. I'm like, oh, that's the death of like their relationship. And then it goes into like Cardigan, which is like Betty reflecting on everything. I'm like, oh, she told the whole story in order. That was really impressive. Once I like came to that realization, I was like, oh, you did not just do that, girl. Oh my gosh. Anyway. And then, what's the next thing that happened? Then it was, 1989. Oh, I forgot Red. Red was also, like, Red was really good. 10-minute version of All Too Well. Amazing. I mean, I knew it would be. Like, basically, during the 10-minute version of All Too Well, like, when it started snowing, I don't know how to explain, but that, like, at the end, it looked like it was snowing. I was like, I got chills. It was so good. Also, during, 22, she tried to, like, bring the little girl on stage, and she's like, oh, sorry, guys, my brain malfunction. Because at first, I didn't know what was happening, like, because normally, like, you see on the, like, the screen, she, like, gives the little girl the hat, because this was Chicago 92, she gives the little girl the hat, and then she shakes her hand, and then Taylor, like, goes to grab the girl's hand again, and she, like, kind of pulls it, and, like, from my perspective, I thought, like, the girl was trying to step up on stage, but I didn't realize Taylor Swift was telling her to get on stage, and then Taylor Swift was like, oh, wait, actually, you can't get on stage, and then Taylor Swift got so distracted, she, like, kind of messed her kit, because she was, like, just, like, looking at the little girl. But, yeah, that was really cute. And then, yeah, 1989, this, obviously, I think Red was before Folklore, so this is out of order now, and then we have 1989, good. I did not expect to go that hype during 1989. I feel like 1989 is really overplayed, so that's why I don't get as hype about it, and, like, especially Shake It Off, because Shake It Off is so overplayed. I did not expect to have that much fun during Shake It Off, because, again, I was wearing the fringe dress. So I had been, like, doing the fringe thing during, like, you know, Fearless, because that's when it's appropriate. But I was doing the fringe thing during Shake It Off. I was having so much fun shaking the fringe around. It was amazing. And then we get the surprise songs. And the first surprise song is You All Over Me featuring Maren Morris. And she brought Maren Morris out, which I did not expect. Also, I don't even know who Maren Morris is. So it wasn't, like, that hype for me, because I didn't know. I didn't know Maren Morris, but I was like, okay, if you know Maren Morris, that would have been really cool. Me and my friends really wanted No Body, No Crime, so that was kind of sad for us, but whatever. It was still really good, and obviously it was Fearless, so yeah. And then the next one was, like, hear the song in my head to remember the name. I Don't Wanna Live Forever. That was the next song. I didn't expect that, because that's not even on her album. Like, but it was really good. And the weird thing about it is she didn't give any intro. And I don't know if she's done this at her other shows, because I thought she gives, like, an intro to every surprise song. She didn't give an intro. She just put down the guitar, and just, like, the camera followed Maren Morris walking away, and she just walks up to the piano, and she just starts playing it. And at first I didn't realize what song it was. And then we were like, it was really good. It was really good. I literally videotaped the whole thing of I Don't Wanna Live Forever. Okay, I videotaped that. That was really good. And then we obviously had Midnights. Lavender Haze and Interior are really good live. I will say that, because yeah, obviously I know that they're good, but, like, I don't know, they're kind of overplayed on the radio, so, like, it's the same thing like Shake It Off, But like, let me just tell you, live, they go hard. Also during Antihero, she came and waved to our section. Yes, Taylor. The dance for Vigilante, really good. Dance for Bejeweled, really good. What's the Mastermind? I don't know, that was kind of like a chills moment because she was like, oh, look at everybody in the room. And, you know, Karma was a little party at the end. Yeah, so that was my experience with the whole concert. It was really good. The lighting, it being underneath the full moon. Oh my gosh, I forgot to talk about Willow. During Willow, like the whole witch dance with like the little orbs, I was kind of mad because the moon hadn't actually risen yet. During that part, you can actually see the moon. I'm like, if the moon would have been up, that would have been perfect. Maybe you, like, I think the full moon is still happening today, so maybe, I don't know when I'm posting this video, but maybe somebody on Chicago Night 3, which is tonight, will get a video if the moon is in a better position. But yeah, just like chills during the I love Willow. Oh my gosh. Anyway, that's my review of the concert. It was really good. That's all I have to say. If you guys are thinking about going to a concert or going to your favorite artist, it doesn't have to be Taylor Swift, highly recommend it if they have good set design like that. Oh my, or just like even if you just want to see somebody live, because oh my gosh, it was so good. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Bye.